Welcome to the Hikmat Healing Podcast. Join me, Lisa, and my co-host Sean, the founder of Hikmat Healing. This podcast is for the spiritually curious, for people who feel like something in their life is blocked, repeating, or just a little off, but can't always explain why. In each episode, we explore the hidden energetic patterns behind things like bad luck, relationship struggles, emotional heaviness, burnout, even feeling stuck, all using real conversations, ancient wisdom, and stories from our healing work. We talk about energy in a grounded, honest way without fear, fluff, or extremes. If you're curious about how energy actually works, or you've tried other spiritual practices and are wondering what might be missing, you're in the right place. Let's get into today's conversation. Welcome back to another episode of the Hikmat Healing Podcast. I'm Lisa here with my co-host and the founder of Hikmat Healing, Sean. And if you caught our last episode, we started talking about egg cleansing. And if you were at any point wondering what the heck is that, I'm lost, I don't know what this means, then please make sure you bookmark and save this episode because we are going to give you the very basics. We're going to do this egg cleansing 101. It's a topic we'll probably come back to several times, but we just wanted to give you a little intro into what egg cleansing is because that's a big part of the work that Sean does. So we are going to just kind of dive right into this very interesting and expansive topic.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hikmat Healing. Egg cleansing. That's an interesting topic. I would say egg cleansing can cover a lot of cases and a lot of topics, and I try to categorize it into possibly 17 different categories, and we're going to tackle them one by one, possibly, and bring an example from I would say one of the testimonials and one of the previous cases that um, my previous clients that uh, they had and they faced such a different type of problems, and that egg cleansing could help them.
So before you get too far into the weeds on here, because I know I could see you building up some steam and it was going to get good. So can you start basically, why are eggs used?
Okay,
why eggs?
That's a good. Okay, why eggs? It's it's a let's put it this way. I'm trying to rephrase it the better way. So egg is has a shell, has it I would say core as a yolk, and all of it is just like an atom. Okay, and what we say in there's a phrase in quantum physics. They call it observer effect. What observer effect does, and what's the explanation of observer effect? It means an event can be uh, read it differently or can be changed by having an observer looking at the event. Okay, so whatever everything around us is about the energy, and the egg is a kind of like if you are going that deep to the accelerators that they shoot an atom to it like accelerate the one electron and shooting to an atom and make the proton and electrons and all stuff like getting separated from each other. That's the that's the kind of uh, I would say physical prophecy of it, and that is in quantum physics is happening right now, in the world. So uh, I would say scientists are working on those part. But what egg does actually, egg can affect the energy with having the right intentions. So you align your intention with the right tool to strike a pattern that is connects your conscious mind to your unconscious mind and your surroundings. So imagine you have your conscious mind that is right now, and what you are believing with your awareness right now. Your unconscious mind, it's something like a pattern that you've been raised for. And you've been raising in an environment, and your unconscious mind kind of shaped that way based on the experiences and everything that you've had and you grew up with. Okay. And sometimes you want to change this dynamic between these two because they are into two different ways that you don't want the way that your unconscious mind is believing, and you want to believe what your conscious mind is trying to interpret at the moment and the events. Okay. And how we are going to change that cycle. Imagine it's an infinity loop that going between your conscious mind and your unconscious mind, and it's just looping between the two, and it's just never ends. This loop is just cycling between the two, and every time you have, um, I would say, inner war with yourself, and you talk to yourself a lot, and you're trying to fix stuff first. Your biggest enemy is yourself because you need to fix what you need to change your old belief system and update it to the what your experience gets you. Okay, and that egg cleansing is like shooting an electron to the with an accelerator to an atom. Okay, that's the simplest way that I can explain. Uh, that egg cleansing is putting the right, I would say, right intention with your conscious mind and striking the energy that is looping to your conscious mind, to your unconscious mind, and break that chain. And when you break that chain, all of a sudden you see your unconscious mind starts matching with your conscious mind. You know, that's what actually a cleansing does. And everything that happens around us is based on the energy. And if we put the right intention and whatever you put in your unconscious mind and your belief, it's going to be happening to you. Doesn't matter that if you put a good deed or bad deed into your unconscious mind. So one of the reasons they say, for example, bad people are more successful because not necessarily maybe bad is not the right word to say, is a little bit strong word, but I would say selfish people uh, are more successful because they don't doubt themselves. They love themselves so much, so they don't doubt themselves. So they have this ability to match or find a reasoning to cover up their unconscious mind and sync it with their conscious mind really faster because they love each other, they love themselves a lot, okay? And they can reason everything based on that to match whatever they want as a belief system to themselves. And at the end, for the people that they um, there is a way to say that uh, people with good deeds they doubt themselves a lot because at this school, at the university, whatever we grow up with, it keeps showing us repeatedly we can be mistaken, and m- from the exams and all that stuff, all of those I would say, comparison degrees that we need to uh, um, kind of put us in a competition, okay, to to prove ourselves, because it shows us we can be wrong a lot, okay, possibly over 80% of the time we can be wrong about a lot of stuff, okay? And that's why our brain system is going to be doubt everything that our we are believing to. So the best way our brain or our energy system relies on our unconscious mind, because that doesn't change that much. That's the hardcore, or that's the um, I would say deeper memory. That doesn't change that much. That doesn't fluctuate a lot. So, but To rewrite it, it's harder. To rewrite the unconscious mind, it's way harder. So egg cleansing actually helps to sync the conscious mind, what you want to write for your destiny, to overwrite or rewrite your unconscious mind the way that you want.
So I'm going to ask you what's going to sound like a really simple question. Does it matter what kind of egg you use?
No,
Okay.
uh, as long as it's egg, it it's supposed to be the only key to that egg cleansing is having the right intention with the seer. Like, for example, if I'm breaking an egg for you, if you have the right intention in your mind, I need to have the same intention for you when I'm doing the egg cleansing for you. So that's the key. If we are not sync together, you know, that egg cleansing will not work. Actually, that's why a lot of people do not know that. They just use it as a way of just kind of a game and entertainment, but that's a serious thing that you can do really good stuff with.
What do you think is the most common misconception that people might have about this particular process, or what they don't
So
understand or don't get right?
uh, there's two different things. I'm gonna explain it first. The first one is. mm in the Middle East, I would say a lot of cultures, they already have this belief system, and this egg cleansing has different methods that they are going to use. A while ago, I was talking to a Nepalian person uh, at the mall, and that person told me that, yeah, we do have egg cleansing as well. I said, oh, nice, it's interesting. So without knowing what is egg cleansing, but that person knew what egg cleansing was. But I didn't get to see such a thing in United States actually, to let the people know, to give people enough knowledge about it, and let them know that, okay, having the right intention, doing yoga, and doing meditation and all of that. Uh, if you do it good enough and hard enough, uh, repeatedly, you're gonna get the same result. But it looks like, having not having the right tools, and a lot of people are not patient for it. So as long as it's not a habit for you to do it every day, you might probably miss the um, purpose actually. And a lot of people are not, I would say, patient enough to keep doing it to get to the result. And but egg cleansing can strike the energy and get you kind of a shortcut to the result in a faster, timely manner. So usually it depends on what type of cleansing it is. It takes sometimes between hours to, I would say, between days, and sometimes if it's a kind of a huge thing, it can be about months, but it will be done.
Okay. So I did have one question, because I'm glad you brought up like the history of kind of where it came from a little bit. So you're right. I was born and raised in the United States, and that's not something of my tradition. So maybe to people who are watching, do they have to be of a specific background to be able to take advantage of an egg cleansing with you? Or who is this open and available to, this egg clearing?
Uh, I would say, in the Hikmat Healing website, there are possibly 17 categories.
Well, there's
And
not that many, but my question really is, can white people do this? I should have been more specific about this because
okay.
it feels very culturally to you and to certain people. And,
Mhm.
you know, people who are well aware and well intentioned aren't trying to culturally appropriate somebody else's healing practices. So who is this practice open to, especially if they're coming through Hikmat healing? Because we can only
Okay,
speak to our
that's a
kind
good.
of corner of the world. So
Mhm. Got it. Mm, so let's say, everything in the world revolves around happiness. Okay, happiness revolves around three things. Um, I would say money, love, and health. These three are three majors that we uh, I would say nobody's perfect, and everybody kind of have at some point some issues with one of these three. So I can say everybody, if they dig deeper in their life, they might have a health issue, or they might have a financial issue, or they might have a love issue. Okay, like for example, the person cannot find the right person to love, or keeps falling on the wrong partners. Okay, and choosing the wrong partners. That's, for example, one of the signs. Or if the person is having some kind of financially uh, I would say hardship, and is trying to keep the head above the water, but still, like, everything works so hard. Okay, and that person is struggling a lot. So what can do what this egg cleansing can do for that person? Okay, since everything revolves energy around us. Okay, if you think life is hard, if you think your financial life is going to be hard, so your financial life will become hard for you. Okay, but if you think you're going to find a way to fix that, and when you find a way, it will be fixed, it will be fixed. Or some people, they don't even think about the solution. They just directly say it will be fixed. I will
Hmm.
find another job, or find another way, or find other source of income, and I'll be fine. And that they will have it. As long as your unconscious mind and your conscious mind get aligned together, you're gonna be fine. Whatever intentions you put it there. Okay. So um, egg cleansing here is gonna help that energies between you two to sync together better. And in these three major categories, everybody, I would say, almost falls into these three categories. So some people possibly, for example, um, they have past trauma from the family, okay, family members, and they don't know what these traumas uh, results in their adulthood life, okay, but it is affecting their adulthood life, and they don't know it. That traumas, because of, for example, having an abusive mom throughout the life, that person doesn't have enough confidence to go for her life, to go independent. Okay, or a lot of cases that people don't know how to break free from the old beliefs or from the old hooks in their life. Egg cleansing can help them. Yes, you will need, I would say, a psychologist to work on your conscious mind to put you on the right statement. Okay, uh, but your unconscious mind is not at the right state yet. So that egg cleansing will help to match these two together. You pay a lot for, I would say, for a counselor every other week to go see the counselor and talk to the counselor for hours, right? But as long as, yes, you are working on your belief system and shape it at the moment, yes, that's awesome, but your unconscious mind is not worked on yet. So we are working on the background and make that one sync to this one, if that makes sense.
So the short answer is it's open to anybody as long as you're in alignment with moving your life in a positive direction.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because this is something that you and I have talked about behind the scenes, but I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast, is that you work with the intention of moving things in a positive direction. So your work does not do anything with, I want to put like bad energy on somebody. I want to do harm to somebody else. You will break harm done to somebody, but you're not in the you're not in the job of putting that kind of energy out into the world. We want to make that very clear as well.
Yes, definitely. And that's a good thing that I can bring this up here. So there was this person. Mm, she wanted to, um, I would say, put something on her ex because he cheated on her, and he kind of break up with her and went to another person and all that stuff. And she wanted to him to suffer so bad, and I just encouraged her differently. I said, okay, um, let's do an egg cleansing for you to break free first, break free from the old hatred, because that hate is something that will hurt you first, you know. And the if you put bad intention towards another person, you know, the karma is going to get back to you, and you don't want that, because the strike that gets back to you, it's going to be double towards you, and you don't know it. So I helped her to break that cycle and get get rid of that type of mindset. And in a month, she started dating again, and she told me, she texted me that, yeah, I found someone, and she was in another state. I don't know what where she was exactly, but she was happy, you know. And she said, thanks to you, I could move on to my life. And it was a hook that I was um, kind of tied to, and I didn't know how to break free. And it was 2 years passed from that previous relationship, and she didn't know what happened, that she still is hooked to that person somehow. And that person was moved on a long ago, but
Mhm.
her mentality and her, uh, I would say, her feelings was still there for that person. Anyway, that egg cleansing could help her to move on. And she
Are
was
there
going to a
times
lot of therapy, but it was not working for her.
so sometimes it is just kind of like that. I need to physically see that there's a break in this energy to get my brain on board with, okay, we're moving on. We don't need to be connected into this particular thing anymore.
Exactly. And it's interesting. For example, for that person, I can remember when the egg was broken, you know, she had a kind of something like that. And I said, "Did you feel any change?" She said, I feel like something break in my body, like, you know, something break from my heart. I got free from something." And it was interesting to me because uh, when you believe in it, in the egg cleansing, because because that person was introduced by someone else that was originally from the culture that they knew, this uh, kind of egg cleansing is something that was working for the person before, and that person was introduced by that person, and actually, you know, gave that person a kind of a background about what was that about, and her story. She knew her friend's story, and how did I help her friend, and that was the way she came my way, and I could help her.
So now, are there situations where there may require multiple egg cleansings for the same issue?
For the same issue, usually not, but sometimes the issues are combined issues. It's not just one issue. Uh, for example, a person has the uh, two sides of issue, and one side of it is financial, the other side of it is going to the second category, is love. And these two combined together, that's kind of turned down his life. Okay, and he needs to build it up again. And uh, maybe his love life is going down because of financial reasons, or maybe his because of love life, his financial life is going down, you know, one way or another, or maybe both together. So, what we do, if I recognize it has two issues, I will point it out to the person and let him know that, okay, you will need two cleansing, one for your financial life, one for your life, one for your love life. That
Mhm.
will be the case.
Okay. So there could be multiple sessions for somebody, but it would be regarding different issues that pop up in their life, not typically for the same thing.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So, usually for most of the cases that I had, I haven't seen somebody that has three of like all of three all together. Uh, they either had health issues or love issues or financial issues. One of these three, they wanted to focus at one thing at a time to have the right intentions into it and strike it right. So, yeah, that will be it.
Okay, well, this was just the very, very basics. We will be getting deeper into the weeds on the egg cleansing in other episodes on the podcast. So after hearing our episode, if you have questions or something didn't make sense, or you want us to talk a little bit more about a particular topic, especially in this episode, hit up our email that will be in the notes. If you are curious about how an egg cleansing might be able to help you, the Hikmat Healing website will also be in the episode notes. So go over there, check it out, see what our offerings are. Make sure you can book with Sean directly over there and see how an egg cleansing can maybe be the difference between, feeling stuck in the same old rut and actually making some progress forward. So again, thank you for joining us for another episode. We appreciate you taking some time out of your day to spend with us, and we will talk with people next week.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
Thank you so much for spending time with us on the Hikmat Healing podcast. If this conversation resonated with you, please take a moment to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. This really helps more people find our work. We'd also love to hear from you. If you have a question, a topic you'd like us to explore, or something you're experiencing and want us to talk about it, you can email us at hikmathealing@gmail.com, and that information will be linked below. And if you're feeling called to go deeper, you can learn more about Hikmat Healing and our sessions at hikmathealing.com. Again, link will be in the notes. Until next time, take a breath, take care of your energy, and we'll see you soon.